Why study Hebrew? Today we are going to discuss the necessity of studying Hebrew. As you may be aware, the Old Testament was written in the Hebrew language, bearing a few portions which were written in another sister language of Hebrew, Aramaic. The Old Testament was written by Hebrew people for Hebrew people. As such, you have to know the Hebrew background and culture to get a clear understanding of the Old Testament. I want to stress a particular aspect of the Hebrew people regarding the naming of their children. The Hebrew people give the names of their children as particular attributes of God. For example, Avia means Yehovah is my father. Elia means Yehovah is my God. The often misinterpreted word in the English Bible is Emmanuel. Emmanuel means God is with us. The real meaning of the word is God is spiritually with us, not physically with us. But people use this word and call Jesus as God. Jesus is not God, but anointed by God. Again, any language will have its own intricacies. To gain a clear, in-depth understanding of the language, you have to be aware of them. For example, beating around the bush. This is a common phrase used in English, but the phrase doesn't give you the literal meaning. The actual meaning of this phrase is someone is wavering around the issue, not speaking about the issue, speaking about unimportant things instead of important things. With this background, now we'll discuss how certain errors have crept into the translations. Errors of translation. First, the translators have changed certain words of the Bible. There is a rule in English that proper nouns should not be translated. The word YHWH is the proper noun of the God, Almighty God, given in the Bible. It occurs around 6,950 times in the Hebrew Bible. But the translators have changed this word, the proper name of God, into the Lord in around 6,940 times. Only 10 times they have translated the name as Yehovah. Who gave them the right to do this? Also, you may be aware that the Bible contains a prohibition against changing the words. But the translators have intentionally done this mistake. Second one, a particular Hebrew word may occur in many instances. What these translators have done is they are giving different English words for the same Hebrew word in different areas. One such example is ruach. Ruach is a Hebrew word. It can mean spirit or wind. For the common people, the word spirit looks like something very spiritual, very biblical, something very hi-fi. But the word wind looks very ordinary. But the original Hebrew word for both the English words is ruach. I'll read it for you. Daniel chapter 2 verse 35. Then the iron, the clay, the bronze, the silver and the gold were crushed together and became like calf from the summer threshing floors. The wind carried them away so that no trace of them was found. Here, the wind was the English translation of the Hebrew word ruach. Then coming to Daniel chapter 4 verse 8. But at last Daniel came before me. His name is Belteshazzar, according to the name of my God. In him is the Spirit of the Holy God. Here, the Spirit is the English translation of the Hebrew word ruach. They have glorified a particular word in certain areas and they normalized or in certain areas. Another third issue, a particular Hebrew word may occur in more than one instance. Here the translators have translated the Hebrew word in certain areas. In certain areas, they have left the Hebrew word untranslated. I repeat, a Hebrew word is translated in certain areas, but the same Hebrew word is left untranslated in certain areas. I will explain it with two examples. Mashiach. You would have heard this term Mashiach, and many think that this particular name means Jesus. I'll explain it to you. This particular word Mashiach means anointed by God. This particular Hebrew word is used for Levites, priest, King Saul, King David, King Cyrus, and Jesus. What the translators have done, when this Mashiach refers to Levi, priest, Saul, David, and Cyrus, they have translated the Hebrew word into anointed. But when it comes in portions referring to Jesus, they have left the word as such. So, Jesus becomes the Messiah. Okay. But from Levites, priests, Saul, David, and Cyrus, all these were again Mashiach. But the average Christian is not aware of this fact. And another instance is the word Satan. The word which has been devilified by the Christian translators. Actually, Satan is a common word in the Hebrew Bible, which means adversary. In Job chapter 1 verse 6, I'll read it for you. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came among them. And the Lord said to Satan, "From where do you come?" So Satan answered the Lord and said, "From going to and fro on the earth, and from walking back and forth on it." Here the word Satan is left untranslated. Job 1:6. Now we'll come to another instance in Numbers 22 to 22. Then God's anger was aroused because he went, and the angel of the Lord took his stand in the way as an adversary against him. Here again, the adversary is the English translation of the Hebrew word Satan. Actually, this particular verse should be, the angel of the Lord took his stand in the way as in Satan. But here they have normalized the word as adversary. But in Job, they have vilified the word. To understand these things, to clarify these things, many things were intentionally mistranslated. Intentionally. Why they have translated Mashiach here and left untranslated here? Why they have left the word translated in regarding the angel of God, but left untranslated when it refers to the adversary? Who knows? Now I want to repeat. To find out the errors, like what I said now and before, you have to have a basic working knowledge of Hebrew, though not exhaustive, basic working knowledge of Hebrew. And if you get a basic working knowledge of Hebrew, you will find how the term Trinity is useless. Not mentioned anywhere in the Bible, not explained anywhere in the Bible, but crept into the Bible. Okay, thank you.